Hey guys, how's it going? This is ExtrmWill, back at again another video. Just gonna work on clearing Act 4 until Lion's Quest starts. Just have a little bit of time on that, and then probably get started on Yandu with item usage. I don't know exactly what time we're gonna start AQ at, but I'm gonna try to get as much done on Act 4 as I can. I went into it a couple days ago thinking, this will be really easy. I'll just finish clearing the rest of Act 4 these three days. And it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. So, did not make it anywhere near as far as I thought I was going to. And I don't think I'm going to make it as far as I thought I was going to. But because I'm still here. And I think literally all I've managed to do is I managed to 100% clear 2 of them. So I'm coming here. I got this one probably about halfway done. The I'm using is pretty standard. I did make one change. I want to see. I want to see if I like Hyperion over Drax, because Hyperion is gonna right now is my thought for who I'm going to R5 for my Cosmic. Eventually, in 2 or 3 months when I get to make an R5 Cosmic. So I want to see if maybe if I like him more than Drax or not. I don't know. Right now, having Drax in here is kind of nice with my Star-Lord, because I have, the 4 and the 5-star Star-Lord. The 4-star Star-Lord's Awakened, and he goes really nice. So, kind of interested to see how that goes. See, I think I cleared this whole half already. So now all I need to do is work on this half. And all the units I worked hard to earn in Arena the last couple days, I will burn through all of them now buying energy. Been meaning to do videos last couple days, but I keep logging on and getting stuck watching other people play. I was watching the Grain Scheme for a little bit here earlier today. Watched a bunch of people yesterday. Here he took way too much damage. Thought I was awake. I've been up for a while. Just kind of sitting here doing different stuff, but I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. Need to think about thinking. Focus on focusing. Let's see if Hyperion keeps do a better job on this one. Shouldn't be losing someone early on. So a lot of that is the difference between doing this while you're streaming and doing it while you're not streaming. So when I'm playing in the other room on the couch, I'm not sitting here talking to myself. I'm definitely not too used to Hyperion yet either. I think Hyperion, what I really want to be doing is trying to mass use his first special. But sometimes it's pretty hard because his power gain is so fast. It can be kind of hard to be using it. But I think I like his first special the best. I don't know if it's just because he's not awakened. It seems like I never stun anyone with his second special. His level 2 special. But if you can start stacking his L1, it starts adding up pretty quickly. Something funny there. Is it funny on there too? Yeah, did funny on there too. They went to weird boxes. Probably use Guillotine against the majority of guys. I think her bleed gives her a real big advantage. It's kind of weird too, because I did about half of this with Drax in there instead of Hyperion, so I had two guys who could bleed. I guess my Electra kind of can, but it's not really why I have her in here to be a bleed champion. Have her in here more to be a closer in case somebody dies and somebody's halfway dead. You know, she works really nice against, you know, for boss killing once you get them down to like 20%. There's a good chance on the bosses that I will rotate a little bit. Let's see, I don't have to bring the middle here then. That'll be a waste. So we will go, yeah, we'll be going at this lane now. Do 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 do. Doing some discussing with my alliance today, trying to figure out how we're going to clean up our AQ a little bit, to try to help out the other battle groups. When we move, we're moving like one guy around, one of the guys from Battle Group 1, one of our boss killers in the Battle Group 2, to see if that'll help them out a little bit. Want to try and talk the guys into having a start AQ at the exact same time every week. So what I've been doing now has been kind of a little sloppy, where each time we'll start like an hour later. I think it just kind of really throws everybody in the alliance off. It's hard for guys to figure out which lane they're going to take then. You know, guys are sitting there spending more time thinking about it and taking the wrong lanes and not necessarily moving correctly in them. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I like Guillotine a lot. I think she's pretty awesome. Very happy with her as my top champion. I think I have my Deep Wound set at 3 and my Mystic Dispersion at level 2. So that helps out a lot with her. Let's see here. Now this one gets a little bit more tricky. So the Black Widow get tore up probably? Yeah. Now I've been trying something a little bit more funny lately against Colossus and Juggernaut. When they go unstoppable, I can't do it here. When they go unstoppable, I'll use my special into it. I don't know if that worked at all or not. I'll have to look at the replay later. That one didn't look like I even hit him. I don't know if I just didn't land a critical on him, or if that literally just did not work at all. Oh, that's probably too much. That's bad. Alright. I got lucky there. Let me get away with a hard hit. Get in there. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba, ba-dum-ba-dum-ba. I don't want to use Black Widow too much, though. I kind of want to save her. I think the second to last guy is a pretty strong Captain America, so I'm going to use her against him. I've definitely been doing a lot of checking out other people's channels. You know, either watching, well, I guess watching them live streaming is probably where I try to figure out if there's more people I want to watch just in general. And then I'll go back later on and check out some of their videos that they've done in the past to see kind of what do they do. I like trying to do a good mixture of the two, having like live streaming and like instructional videos, you know. So my instructional videos, I'm starting to get more the thinking about just like pre-recording them and then putting them up. Because that seems to be a little bit nicer. Maybe you don't have to deal with all the other stuff and people hopping in. But I don't know exactly how I am on it yet. I want to do some. I should probably try and do the other one maybe tonight. I gotta look at it and figure out how I still want to do it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I want to do some instructional videos on how to move in Alliance War. Not Alliance War. How to move in Alliance Quest for the different maps. With your units, you probably want to save all of them to use on your mastery. I did a mastery video that's pretty nice. It'll show you kind of like basically what order you want to get them in and which ones you want to try to get. I think it's pretty good in my noob training section. I would also very highly recommend for learning how to play and how to fight. Go through and watch all of Dork Lessons, all of his videos that he has. I wonder if I can I paste that or no? I wonder if it'll even let me do that or not. If I could, I don't know if I paste it in there, if you can even click on it. Maybe you could. How do I get over there? But Dork Lessons, all of his training videos on how to fight, they are amazing good. I didn't find him until after I'd been playing for like 6 months. And it wound up being a huge change because he teaches you the basics. I mean, because the computer always does the same thing in the fighting, so he teaches you a lot of the basics and, you know, how do you parry, what is parrying, and how do you do it, how do you evade, how do you intercept when the computer does stuff. Kind of breaks down some of the combos the computer does and their patterns. Helps explain it a lot better to make it easier. A lot of what I do is pretty simple. I can show you the masteries really quickly because that'll probably help you out. Where is my screen here? So basically what you want is you want 15 in the front of each one so that then you can open the ones in the back. But you know, I would probably recommend starting with the offense. This is probably your single biggest one here, but it's going to cost a ton of units when you get to it to open it all the way up. But another ones that are really good to help your fighting properly, you get in here. This first one you need to do so you can open up the second part, but you get to put the 1 in there, helps reduce your stun time, which is really good. And then, not sure which one of these you really want first. This one's really nice though for the parry, because then when you block, it'll stun the guy when you block correctly. So it'll help you get you in the right habits with that. And when you get to the point you realize when you stun him every time, if you block him, you get an opening to attack him, you can get a free set of combos in. And this one's also really good too, the dexterity. Because then every time you evade away, you get an extra critical hit. So it helps. Trying to remember which one I'm doing here, looking at it here. Like that. Can't use the mouse on my tablet. If you want to send me a friend request, you can. I don't think my friends list is full right now. Just kind of randomly add people wherever, but not sure where exactly you want me to add you. It's on YouTube or on in the game, but for my basic fighting, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to I try to do like 4 hits and then I block because I have the parrying mastery. I believe those open up at about level 7. I think at level 7 you start getting 1 per level. But because I have the pairing there, I stunned him. The little shield combo. The little shield debuff that came up. I'll do 3-4 hits. Block. 4 hits, block. 4 hits, block. Yeah. You're gonna fight like garbage. How's it going? Jessica, War Giant Media, Aaron Dackins. The War Giant Media, I'm pretty sure I subscribed to your channel, I think, if I remember correctly. Did YouTube up on another one here? It was yours. Yep, yeah, I subscribed to yours already. I subscribed to yours last time you were in here. One of the last times you were in here. First time you were in here. Yeah, we got a new cat yesterday, or not yesterday, on Saturday. He doesn't have a tail. Told my wife he was a scratch and dent sale. He's the only one we could afford. We got him for half off. We didn't. Actually, we did whatever the standard donation was from the pet shelter. But we got a cat without a tail. It's kind of, he's definitely pretty amusing. Because without having a tail, it interferes with his balance. So he runs around really weird. He kind of like hops more like a rabbit at times. I was thinking I may do. People on YouTube do love animal videos. My wife went and she bought a laser pointer the other day. I don't know why it took us so long to get one. But she went and she bought one. And oh man, the animals just, they love it. We got 2 cats and 2 dogs now. And so I think I may post some videos up on here later on YouTube of some videos of my animals with the laser pointer because they're pretty amusing. I don't think every single video on my channel necessarily has to be MCOC, but you know, I don't want to do too much that's not either though. Like, I don't want to get in the habit of doing other things, but it's really cute, especially with the kitten without a tail, just because he moves so funny. Yeah, they're Siamese cats are jerks. Yeah, have fun at work, the grand scheme. I'll definitely be back in the channel again sometime later. Nice to see you on. I go back and forth a lot now with watching other guys, and then like a lot of, especially watching a lot of like the I like getting as many different viewpoints and opinions as I can. I didn't find all the YouTube stuff until probably like January, I think. Yeah, because I got pretty sick in January, so I didn't even realize there was a bunch of stuff actually going on here. Because every time I would search, I'd see stuff that was like a year old, or a year and a half old, stuff from like when the game first came out that wasn't relevant. I didn't realize there was like new content on here every day. And then I actually found some of the newer content from Reddit, and then I found YouTube. So I was only really kind of watching some of like the bigger ones, but I get kind of annoyed watching some of the bigger ones because like if you do have a question, like you're not going to get it answered. Yeah, Seaton a question 100 times, he's not going to answer it. So I like getting in some of the smaller streams, finding out what guys are really doing and up to, and seeing different players of different levels. What are guys getting stuck on? What are guys not getting stuck on? Kind of cool. I've been watching a lot of different random people's lately. I go back and forth too, because then also days too while I'm like of the week where I massively binge watch something. Like I just spent like the last basically like 2 weeks I binge watched. Oh man, I'm not even paying attention to what's going on. Oh, I should have been paying more attention. Oh, that's right, this is the boss. I probably have to actually focus. That stinks. She's normally the one I beat her with, too. Alright. I was doing really good on this one, too, here. Let's see. Yeah, every time she cancels a base. I don't have anyone she's really going to do too much against. Maybe Black Widow, when Black Widow uses a special and she cancels. I know before Brian Grant went over to Twitch, I used to watch his every night. Well, not every night, but I'd watch his most nights because I'd get home and he'd still be on. Or I'd hop on just in time to watch him pop his crystals and be done. And when he came back, I don't think I've been over there as much, but I was in dork lessons for a little bit. Probably yesterday, I think. Trying to put off trying to do my own. So I'm not doing anything fun or exciting. I don't necessarily want to be streaming it, but I think some Act 4 is probably good enough. I'm trying to look at how to get around different nodes. For the most part, I don't think there's anything really too hard in this one I'm running right now. Scarlet Witch could be hard. You just don't want to use, for the most part, any Cosmic Champion because they're going to have like a bunch of buffs. So anybody without buffs is pretty much going to be good, which is most of the guys I'm using. Don't buff up that hard. You do have about 20 hours left on item usage too, so I still want to make sure I can get the 3-star Yandu today. Do that all with item usage, get it knocked out, and hopefully do it in one day then. It'll go a lot faster. Probably need to run 2 more lanes on this one. I think, right? Yeah, 2 more. Now, if I thought I was really going to struggle with this, I would probably go and see if I could see who's under the squares. Right now, I don't think I'm going to struggle with it too much, no matter who it is. We're still on item usage, so I was hoping to still use like 4 more revives anyways. work on my Hyperion. I got him a while ago. I haven't really used him a whole lot yet. Just brought him up to rank 4 a couple weeks ago and trying to find a good spot to use him in. Probably going to be my first R5 Cosmic, but I'm trying to make sure I don't want to do it with him or my my rank up my 5-star Drax to rank 3 might be a little bit better idea, but he's not awakened. I don't know how much harder it's going to be for me to awaken him. You know, my thought right now is to probably use the next 4-star Awaken Stone I get on Hyperion. We'll see. It may be a while before I get to make that decision, so maybe it'll be easier and that decision will be made for me by the time I get there. I awaken one over the other one. I kind of like Drax a little better in my questing team right here over the Hyperion, because then I get the synergies with Star-Lord. Oops, I don't want Star-Lord. I'm just talking about Star-Lord. I don't want to actually bring him in there. My 4-star Star-Lord, he's quite a beast. Let's see. I just want to use Guillotine on basically everything, I'm thinking. I see a reason really why not to. She's not going to be bleed immune. Come on. I thought I was far enough back. Now I'm playing dumb. Thinking about other things. Not paying attention to what the computer is doing. Damn. That was ugly. Yeah, 3-star arena, I mean, I would assume you have to be just over a certain PI to keep getting the matches being easier. Keep the matches being easy enough. Well, I've been playing for a year, so it's not really that tough for me. All I need to do is just use maxed out 3 stars every time. It's pretty easy. So I don't even have that many 3 stars that aren't maxed out. So I have a couple, but working on it. We'll do. I don't know if it really matters. We'll go for the one with the ISO 8 in it this time, I guess. Now, if I really cared, I'm sure there's probably a number of places I could look. Yeah, it's going to be my same goal. I should probably get started on it pretty soon. I'm going to go to work in a little bit. I'm going to hope maybe when I get home from work, I'll just work purely on that and just do every fight with item boosts. Try to get it done. And then I'll work the rest of the week just on cutoffs where I feel like it. Maybe I'll do my yard tomorrow if I'm done with them, or do my yard the day after. Let's see. Let's start with Hyperion, I guess. What's up, Best Keegan? What's up as well, Keith Winnett? Right now I'm just working on clearing Act 4 pretty much until a queue starts. I don't know exactly what time we're going to start our queue at, but yeah, it's always good to help support each other. I've been checking out a bunch more kind of random people. Last couple days I haven't really been doing anything that exciting. I guess this so far is probably the most exciting thing I've really been doing, working on clearing Act 4, but it's not necessarily that super exciting. It's a good time to check out everybody else and see what they've been doing the last couple of days. You know, I was at Keith's channel for quite a while yesterday, and now working on Act 4. Normally I have Drax in this spot down here. I'm kind of trying to see more if I like my Hyperion more. I got a 5-star Drax. He's rank 2. My Hyperion right now is rank 4, but he's not awakened. So trying to see, do I want to switch? And, you know, for when I get that, eventually get another Cosmic and a half 4-star class cats, who do I want to bring up? Because I know that Hyperion's going to be, should be probably the better choice, but I want to make sure. I like having Drax in here because of the boosts. Probably a little bit more used to using Drax because I've had him a little longer. Oh. Yeah. This will be interesting. Been trying to see if I can use like a new strategy too when I'm fighting like Juggernaut or Unstoppable Colossus, of using my specials when they're yeah. I timed that right because he was charging at me. See if I use specials when they're on Unstoppable. He's not holding it that long. But like when they charge in at you trying to use a special, trying to see if that'll work better or not. Sure, let's try this. Now, if I was really concerned and want to do this really nice and high tech, I'd go look and see who's under the squares first. So right now, I don't think it really matters. Oh, there's a tech in here. So I'll remember that for next time when I come through here. That square is going to be a Star-Lord, so... Run away! Run away! see, is this just... Oh, that's friend request. Alright, we'll just accept that right away. Maybe if it was going to be like... I was thinking it was probably going to be like an arena reward, but there's a good chance it could have been like an offer thing, and if it was an offer, I was going to want to discuss it real quick. Let's see here. Now, I'll save you. Let's try Star Wars against them. Let's see how all this will work. Ah. Come on. Ooh, that was nice. Looks like it's been a long time since I've actually seen a critical hit go through. Don't give me like a heal block or something. That was definitely critical hit. I hope for power drain. I hope I don't get like heal block or something. I very rarely need heal block. Guillotine, just make him bleed. Boop boop doo. I was totally thinking too, with these couple days without having AQ or Alliance War, in my head I'm thinking like, oh, I'm totally gonna just blow right on through and I'll finish clearing all of Act 4 without a problem. And it is a ton of energy and a lot more time than I kind of remembered it being. Still gonna take a ton of time. I'm gonna work on this right now, probably instead of 100% clearing. What is that called? Master mode. I'll make it back into master mode later on if I really feel like it, but I feel good enough where I'm at for right now. I want to work on trying to get all this done and see if that'll, unlock those couple more masteries and. I probably should have brought in Electra. It's pretty much what she's used for. But just for finishing guys off. It won't be too bad of Guillotine now. She'll probably come out of it with more hit points than she went in with anyways. Or maybe come out back the exact same. Let's, I don't know if I want to answer this real quickly. Let me try to answer this real quickly, and I will be right back. Hello? Yeah, I'm not interested. Can you please never call me again? Thank you. Bye. I went to telemarketer. I thought it might have been something actually important. Of course, it's nothing important. No one ever calls me anything important. Alright, do I have a preferred path here? Probably, I guess, Captain America. I had a phone call real quick. It's a telemarketer. I thought it might have been somebody more important. One of my neighbors was a huge jerk the other day. Kind of been keeping me really busy with other stuff. Decided to call Animal Control Services on like 3 houses. Everyone they knew who had a dog. So somebody called Animal Control Services on me. So I need to... They have to come back because I wasn't here when they came, or I was asleep when they came. The guy said he doesn't think it's a real big deal or anything like that. The guy from Animal Control Services said, they just have to follow up whenever they get a complaint. I think somebody decided to be a jerk. Sleeping and didn't like the fact that one of my neighbor's dogs was barking. He said, you know what, they have a dog too, I think. Why not just call Animal Control Services on them too? I think they just called on a whole bunch of houses at one time, so this is pretty annoying and obnoxious. I don't know which neighbor did it yet, which is probably a good thing I don't know. Because I think it's probably a bad thing if I figure out who did. I cannot see there being any way in the world that I would be nice. I don't lose Star Lord, so maybe. But my dog's tags are expired, so I know, like, Monday is a holiday. I've got to go to the vet. I had my appointment made for Monday. I tried going... off work yesterday, and I tried going yesterday, and they were all booked. So I make my appointment for Monday, take my dogs to the vet so I can get their tags renewed, because their tags have to be renewed when the inspector comes out. Boom! In the face! I don't know if I need to schedule my appointment. Yeah, I probably do need to call him and talk to him. Schedule my appointment for Tuesday. I talked to one of my neighbors, and they said their appointment was already set up for him to come back out on Tuesday. So try to make sure when he's out here on Tuesday, he can just stop by my house again too, so he doesn't have to make 2 trips for it. That did keep me off definitely from trying to do a video on, I think they came on Tuesday, so that kept me off Tuesday. And Wednesday, I'm doing a video. And then it'll probably keep me off on Monday and on Tuesday next week, possibly. We'll see what time. If I get done quick enough with all of it, maybe it won't be a problem, but like Tuesday, if he's here at like 11 in the morning or something, then I'll be up, so I have 5 hours. Probably get on. I'll definitely be playing. I guess the real question is going to be, will I be binge watching TV or movies, or will I be doing a video? So did I binge watch Doctor Who? I'm pretty much all caught up. I'm on the 10th season. Started that a couple of weeks ago. Kind of liking it. It's not too bad. It's not something I ever watched before. I may go back and try to binge watch all the originals too, if I can find them on Kodi or not. I should try baiting out a special a little bit earlier. There we go. Sometimes I'm talking and playing, I don't pay as much attention as I need to. You get away too much with just messing around sometimes. Like, I think I broke 200,000 points without having any idea how to fight at all. And now I'm still working on it. Trying to get used to not throwing bad habits while I'm playing, and when I zone out, trying to make sure I'm still focusing on enough of the right things, you know. When I watch the status bars or what I'm paying attention to. Alright, here I need to remember to be careful. I think the only real thing she does is if you have a status boost, she does a bunch of damage when she nullifies it. So I don't really have a problem. The only one who could potentially have a problem with that would be my Scarlet Witch. No, not Scarlet Witch. Black Widow. So it shouldn't be too bad. Thinking about it and paying attention to the fact this is the boss and she's going to be much harder than everyone else. I should be able to just take her. They're pretty close taking her right here. You need to make her bleed, though. I'd say for my skill level there, I did alright. You have 5 guys for a reason anyways, you know. You don't need to be greedy and do it all with one. Boom. That's pretty nice, 100k. Nice round number. Now I'm working, trying to push to get to 300. It's been a little bit. It starts getting a lot harder to make points higher you get, because start running out of champions to level up and all that. Don't have, like, all my 2s have been maxed for a long time. I think I maxed all my 2-stars out at like 100k. Because the game was running running differently back then, you know, so I needed all of them to get the 3-star champion every time. Maybe I did a little later. Maybe it might have been a little after 100k. No, it had to be after 100k. Maybe I did that at like 150k or something like that. Let's see if I can start doing this fight better. I don't think there's any reason I shouldn't be doing this fight a whole lot better than I have been. And one of the big things I did to build my account a lot, I mean, at 100k, every Sunday I was doing the Mass Catalyst class arena, multi-class Catalyst arena, just like over and over and over again. I would use all of my units and buy energy refills and run at the hardest difficulty I could, just so I could just mass collect ISO 8 to rank guys up. Because even when you rerun that one, you got pretty decent... you get pretty decent drops. Like, you can get alpha catalysts from that hard one, from the hard lane. I believe it's a 4-star chest. They're pretty rare. I don't really know how many I've actually gotten, but I used to run it like 20 or 30 times every Sunday, and that's where I would get all of my ISO 8 and boost everything from. Get a large chunk of it. I don't do it as much anymore because I don't... A tier 3 class catalyst isn't as big a deal to me anymore as it used to be. I'm sitting on a ton. I don't have guys to really use it on, but I like that strategy a lot, mass running it. say what time you want to start at yet? Yeah, they're just talking about how many keys they've gotten so far for Rocket Shop. Not going to go for the title in there. I think the title in there is kind of a waste. I don't really... I don't know anything. I haven't heard anyone say that getting titles really does anything for you at all, so I'm not as overly concerned about them. I use my noob tag anyways, so it says I've been playing for a year. I don't have any real particular desire to change it. A couple that seem like they're kind of cool, but... Oh, I thought I hit my special. That's ugly. Yeah, the actual infinite streak will probably kick in once you hit about 20. So, or fight like 21 or 22. So once you hit that, you can actually start using guys who are, you can probably get away with using guys who are at, your 3 stars who are at rank 3. But you probably want to use guys who are just maxed out, I would think, up until about 20. Normally fights like, I want to say like 12 to 15 are harder. And you should be fighting against, if you bring in guys who are maxed out, you'll fight against Kang team and they won't have any mastery. But if you bring in guys who are too weak, then you'll fight against like a death squad or suicide squad. They'll fight you against like the best guys you can with the highest PIs and like the best masteries. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. I'll use you for 1. And then I guess I'll go to Guillotine. So remember there's 2 techs coming up. Should use Guillotine first. That's not really going to matter too much. He'll do just fine against him, but... 14 hit combo. Guillotine would already won. Left and hit. Yeah, they're talking about the keys you get from running the scrapyard. I was going to talk about it, but I don't even want to waste my time talking about it. Oh. I'm not using you much at all. I'll try and use you here. Man. Ah! My finger gets stuck. Why is he not doing what I'm telling her to do? He's getting a random ability every time. That's what the one node bonus is. Everybody's getting a random ability every match. Generation there wound up being a bit of pain in the butt. Took way too much damage there than I should have. I would assume on MCOC Infobot, there's probably a way to look up and see who's under all of these. I guess if I asked for the menu, I could probably look it up, Act 4, and probably tell me what the command is to see who's under each square. When I get to some of the harder ones, I may be more interested in doing it. I'm trying to do this now so I can use items, because we're on item usage. And I'm not doing a good job using items so far on it, so half of me wants to play bad right now so I can use items. It's just terrible. And then obviously half of me doesn't want to use any items at all because I'm stingy. This should be a Star-Lord, which is weird that they'd have back-to-back Star-Lords. But whatever. It's kind of odd that sometimes the buffs in this sometimes are good and sometimes are bad. Oh, look, I got a rare stun. Yes. Do 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 do. I'll do a Star-Lord again, maybe. It's going to go against what I've been working on trying to do with them. I'm trying to use... I don't want to use one of his specials into his unblockable, because I don't think either one of them are necessarily going to be that good, but... And can I run him over? Ooh, that was close. He blocked. Oh. That was very close to being ugly. Very, very close. Fighting with Hyperion's getting pretty good. Maybe I can probably bring him in when we start dual running things here. Bring him in and use him on offense. I think I'm getting good enough with him. Use him on AQ map 3 or Alliance War, depending on what we're doing and what order we decide to do it in. That was an awesome. I was trying to block, and it did a heavy instead. Wow, nice. How much damage did that just do? Did that do over half his damage? That was very nice. So if you've been watching the whole video so far, you can tell I've definitely been getting much better with my Hyperion, you know, in the last hour. I don't think he's necessarily that hard to get better with. It's not like that's a really big accomplishment. I've gotten better at playing somebody who's overly strong. But it is something I need to do, you know. I need to work on it. And get him up. Ghost Rider's another one I'm going to need to start working on here pretty soon. Start trying to learn how to use him. What I like, what I don't like about him. What I think his best strengths are. Both of them I don't have awakened yet, so it's a little bit of like, I'm not getting the full picture on them, what their strengths and weaknesses are. I do definitely like the idea of using Hyperion, though, like against like a bleed immune champs when I don't want to use Guillotine, and letting him just do his level 1 special over and over again and keep stacking that up. Seems to be a pretty good strategy. What did I do? Did I use the smaller one? I didn't even know I had a smaller one. I don't have full energy. I'm paying attention. Really, I am. Sure. Sure. Half of you guys watching are YouTubers. Show this to you really quickly here. Make it a little bit annoying almost, because you get a little bit of double screen action going on. But because I don't have my 10,000 views yet, I'm going to take advantage of other things. I'm using Restream.io. So right now I'm live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Beam Pro, and Smashcast, which I think was Hitbox. Like, I'm an old man. I think most of you guys are, some of you are old men too. So I mean, you pretty much just know YouTube and Twitch are the ones you've heard of. Beam Pro and the Smashcast. These are the ones that the younger kids are using. Like, you know, my nephews who can't read or write. These are what they watch everything on. Are these two? Because the channels, they look a lot prettier than the YouTube does. YouTube looks a little generic, kind of. These ones, you know, the skin on them is designed more to make it look better. But you can see I've got my stream right here. I'm actually watching it. I'm monitoring it on YouTube because I think it makes it easier for the chat. But I'm live streaming on all of them. I think the picture quality is the same, if not better. It's actually using less from my computer to just upload my stream to Restream, and then they do a lot of the heavy lifting to stream it out to everybody else. And then just from my OBS studio, I've got the stream key using there. So it's the same way you would set it up kind of for everything else. But I think it works pretty easy. I don't know if any of you are even still in here or not, but we'll discuss that real quickly for a second. Let's go back to that and back to playing. A little bit of something nifty there. I don't know exactly how long the rest of you guys have been YouTubing for or not, but because I'm not at 10,000 views yet, I don't see a real reason for me to be on YouTube exclusively. Before, if you do it like that though, like YouTube doesn't like it, so it can mess up like your analytics. I stopped doing it for a while too because I wasn't liking the picture quality. But since YouTube has changed everything, they're not doing as much to stop you from using Restream now as they were before, because they want your content to be exclusively on them. But I kind of like putting it out on all of them. Every once in a while, I'll get somebody watching on Twitch or Hitbox or whatever Beam Pro is now, or not. Beam Pro's not the one that changed. There the other one is. You okay, Doug? Dog's back there, like whining. I mean, he's having a bad dream. How you doing, Doug? Yeah, I didn't know dogs could actually make the Scooby-Doo noises until I got Doug. I thought that was just, kind of more of like a joke from the cartoon and all that. And I got Doug, and yeah, he totally makes all Scooby-Doo noises. Arr! A boxer lab. He's pretty amazing. Like, especially if he gets like in front of a mirror, he'll sit there in front of the mirror all the time and go, arr, arr. Kind of funny. How about we start here? This is probably going to be the worst matchup I have, but normally like that first 5 or 10% for some reason seems to take a whole lot more to come off, and then after you have that off, then abilities start doing a lot more. So we'll let him. See if he can't just take the top off of it, so my attacks will start doing full damage and all that. Slow on the draw there. Block it. See then if Guillotine can get her bleeding, if Guillotine can just kill her. She does not want to get her bleeding. A little slow on trying to get my specials off. Wisdom using energy revives to make sure I'm getting some items used. We've already maxed it out, but I want to get us up into like that, you know, that second or third tier if I can. Or up tiers. I guess I don't know exactly what number the tiers are. I want to get us up though, not in that bottom tier. I want to get us up into one of the upper tiers for item usage. So in the last 3 days, I only managed to 100% complete 3 maps in Act 4. Definitely took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I think I'm going to probably call it for my streaming right there. I'm going to go, I'm hungry, so I'm going to make something to eat, start getting ready. Probably do a bunch of other useless playing while I'm off. So thanks for watching. You know, if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, you know. We'll be back in a couple days. There's a couple other guys in here who I know are live streaming. You know, if you ever see them on, you know, add their channels. You know, Best Keegan's got a channel. Keith has a channel. War Giant Media has a channel. The Grand Scheme has a channel. You know, they're probably all worth checking out, you know, whenever they're on. I know, been to most of the channels. They're pretty good players. Know quite a bit, so. Yeah. That's going to be it for right now. So I hope this was fun for all of you. I'm going to go start getting ready for work and probably just do some meaningless stuff. Go finish off like Rocket's workshop on auto while I cook and eat and get ready. So take it easy, guys.